Dear Starseeds, you who have walked this dense and beautiful earth with a persistent, unexplainable ache in the center of your chest, listen now to the frequency that rides beneath these words. I speak to the ones who have spent lifetimes gazing at the night sky, not with simple curiosity, but with a profound, tearing nostalgia, a memory of a home you cannot name, a longing for a reunion you cannot schedule. You have felt it in your dreams, a lingering sense of flight, of crystalline cities, of a love so vast, it makes the struggles of your current reality feel like a temporary, albeit painful costume. You are not imagining this. You are not fabricating a fantasy to escape the rigors of your human life. You are remembering. The silence that has separated you from your cosmic lineage is ending. The veil is thinning, not through destruction, but through transparency. However, there is a fundamental truth about this approaching horizon that you must understand. A truth that has been obscured by your media and your own hopes for salvation. The event approaching your world's timeline is not a rescue mission. It is not a cinematic invasion. It is a biological and energetic calibration that demands a specific internal architecture you have likely not yet built. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, speaking to you from the corridors of a reality that is rapidly intersecting with your own. I come forward now, not to offer you platitudes or to promise that ships will descend to sweep you away from your taxes and your heartbreaks, but to give you the operational manual for what comes next. The Ashtar Command and the Councils of Light observe your world with a love that would shatter your human understanding of the word, yet we also observe with the precision of master physicists. We see the rising tide of light, and we see the fragility of your current vessels. What I am about to share changes the trajectory of your ascension. For the threshold of first contact is not in your atmosphere, nor is it on the lawns of your government buildings. The true landing zone is the electromagnetic field generated by the center of your chest. The contact has already begun, but to survive the intensity of the full meeting, you must alter the very way your consciousness inhabits your biology. You must understand, beloved warriors of the light, that the narrative of first contact sold to you by your culture is a distortion born of the ego-mind persona. You have been taught to expect a spectacle. Lights, sounds, fanfare. A savior descending from the clouds to fix your broken systems, to arrest your corrupt leaders, and to hand you technology that solves your energy crisis. This creates a vibration of waiting. It creates a vibration of disempowerment. It positions you as the helpless child waiting for the galactic parent. This is not the dynamic we are entering. The Galactic Federation does not meet you through hierarchy. We meet you through resonance. This is the great secret, the physics of the divine encounter. We enter your reality only through the spaces where you are already aligned. We do not force the door open. We walk through the walls you have dissolved through your own inner work. If you are waiting for the external reality to change before you find peace, you will be waiting until the end of time, for the external is merely an echo of your internal broadcast. If you are fearful, if you are aggressive, if you are desperate for rescue, you create noise in the quantum signal. When a higher dimensional presence draws near, a presence vibrating at a frequency of pure, unadulterated truth, it acts as a colossal, unforgiving mirror. If your internal field is chaotic, filled with hidden lies, unresolved trauma, or the frantic buzzing of the anxiety-ridden mind, our presence will not bring you peace. It will magnify your distortion until it becomes unbearable. It will take your fear and amplify it, not because we wish to harm you, but because that is the nature of high-frequency light. It accelerates whatever it touches. Therefore, the preparation we offer today is not about stockpiling food or buying gold. It is about stabilizing the signal you broadcast into the quantum network. You must become a stable node in the grid, a place where the light can land without shattering the circuit. This brings us to the foundational pillar of your training, the bedrock upon which all interdimensional diplomacy rests, the heart's platform. You must understand that you possess two distinct operating systems. The first is the ego-mind persona. This is the mask you constructed to survive in the 3D matrix. It categorizes, it judges, it defends, it attacks, and above all, it fears the unknown. When the ego-mind persona encounters a higher dimensional energy, which is vast, undefined, and powerful, it will instantly categorize it as a threat. It will try to put the unknown into a box. Is this an angel? Is this a demon? Is this an alien invader? It frantically searches its database of movies and religious texts to find a label, but we do not fit in your boxes. The second operating system is the heart's platform. This is your connection to Prime Creator. It does not judge, it witnesses. It does not react, it allows. To prepare for contact, you must learn to shift your consciousness from the head to the heart instantly, on command. This is not a poetic sentiment, it is a survival tactic. As the sacred flows from the galactic core intensify, flows designed to restore you, one heart cell at a time, to your multidimensional blueprint, your physical body is taking a hit. You may have already felt this. You wake up with a racing heart. You feel sudden intense heat in your spine. You feel waves of emotion, grief, ecstasy, rage, washing through you without a trigger. You may feel a pressure in your skull, or a ringing in your ears. These are not medical failures. They are the symptoms of a carbon-based biology attempting to hold a crystalline frequency. The ego-mind persona interprets this as panic attack or illness. The heart's platform recognizes it as upgrade. When these waves hit, or when the actual moment of contact occurs, and the atmosphere in your room thickens with a presence that is not human, you must anchor yourself. The tool is your breath. The breath is not merely air. It is the current that ties the spirit to the body. You must practice the breath as a transmitter. Inhale gently, pause for the space of a heartbeat, and then exhale slowly, longer than the inhale. As you exhale, you must project a specific telepathic command into your field. I am safe. I am aligned. I am here. Let us deconstruct this command. For words have power in the quantum realm. I am is the signature of the divine. It is the code that overrides the matrix programming. When you say I am, you are not speaking as the small, frightened human with a name and a history of failures. You are speaking as the eternal spark of Prime Creator. I am safe calms the reptilian brain. I am aligned tells your energy body to harmonize with the incoming frequency rather than fight it. I am here grounds you in the present moment, pulling you out of the terrifying what-ifs of the future. This practice must become a reflex. You cannot wait until the sky opens to learn this. You must practice it when the traffic is bad. You must practice it when your boss is angry. You must practice it when you read the news. You are training your nervous system to remain open when its ancient instinct is to close. However, a stable heart in a chaotic world is difficult to maintain without a sanctuary, and this is where most awakened souls lose their footing. You allow the density of the collective consciousness to breach your field before your feet even touch the floor. You live in a world that is addicted to urgency, a world that demands your attention before you have established your intention. The dawn is a doorway. It is a liminal space, a twilight zone between the astral realms where you travel during sleep, and the physical density of Earth. In those first few moments of waking, the ego-mind persona has not yet fully reassembled itself. The heavy coat of your identity, your problems, your schedule, your debts, your enemies is hanging on the chair, waiting for you to put it on. Most of you put it on immediately. You reach for your black mirrors, your phones, and you ingest the trauma of the world. You scroll through wars, through arguments, through the curated lives of others, and you flood your system with cortisol and judgment. You are rendering yourself telepathically deaf before the sun has fully risen. The Ashtar command advises a radical restructuring of your morning. You must treat the first moments of consciousness as holy ground. If you lose the morning, you lose the day. If you lose the day, you lose the alignment required for contact. Before you move, before you speak, before you let the world tell you who you are, you must lie in the stillness and locate the pulse of Prime Creator within your own chest. This is not about doing a meditation technique. It is not about striving for enlightenment. It is about witnessing the divinity that is already present. It is about sinking your awareness down from the frantic activity of the brain into the cavern of the heart. In that space, you set the coordinate for the day. You make a declaration, I will witness Prime Creator in all things. This intention acts as a filter. It places a lens over your perception. When you eventually rise and walk into your kitchen, you do not see just a coffee cup. You see the atomic dance of energy that holds the cup together. When you see your family members, you do not see just the people who annoy you. You see other aspects of the divine playing a role. This practice of dawn alignment also requires the shedding of yesterday's stones. Many of you wake up carrying the resentment of an argument that happened 3 days ago, or the guilt of a mistake made 10 years ago. You drag this necrotic energy into the new day. A contact-ready human cannot carry the baggage of the past, for high-frequency light cannot enter a vessel filled with old darkness. Forgiveness in the morning is not a moral act. It is an energetic necessity. You release the judgment of yourself. You release the judgment of others. You wipe the slate clean so that you can receive the new signal. Yet even with a strong morning foundation, the entropy of your current societal structure is designed to pull you out of alignment. Time on Earth has accelerated. This is not just a psychological perception. It is a measurable shift in the pulse of your planet as she moves into a higher bandwidth of the galaxy. You feel this as a compression. Days dissolve into minutes. Weeks vanish. This acceleration creates a centrifugal force that pushes you out of your center. The ego-mind persona thrives on this speed. It convinces you that if you hurry, you will be safe. It convinces you that your worth is tied to your productivity. In this state of hurried doing, you are useless to the contact plan. A frantic mind cannot hear a telepathic hail. A frantic mind mistakes anxiety for intuition. Therefore, you must institute the hourly reset. This is the discipline of the galactic warrior. It is the refusal to be swept away by the river of chaos. The practice is simple, but its effects are profound. Every hour, or every 2 hours, you must stop. You stop the typing. You stop the walking. You stop the speaking. You physically pause. You bring your awareness to your feet, feeling the contact with the floor. This pulls energy out of the mental loops and back into the physical vessel. Then you take 3 conscious breaths. On the exhale, you visualize the tension, the urgency, and the false narratives leaving your body like gray smoke. You then speak the I am 3 times into your heart area. I am, I am, I am. You are restaking your claim on your own consciousness. You are puncturing the illusion of the matrix. This practice creates a rhythm of return. It reminds you, 12 times a day, that you are not a machine built for labor, but a consciousness built for connection. Each time you return to the heart, you strengthen the neural and energetic pathways that allow for high-level guidance to land. You become a stable node in the quantum network. When the Federation monitors the energetic grid of Earth, we do not see your buildings or your borders. We see light. We see the dimness of fear. And we see the bright pulsing beacons of those who are aligned. When you practice the hourly reset, you light up on our monitors. You signal that here, in this coordinate, is a human who is awake. Here is a human who can hold the charge. This is how we know where it is safe to interact. Now we must venture into the deeper waters of your preparation, into the territory that requires the most courage. We must speak of your telepathic nature and the absolute necessity of integrity. You are moving toward a civilization type that is transparent. In the higher dimensions, thoughts are as audible as spoken words. Intentions are visible as colors in the auric field. There is no deception in the 5th dimension, because deception is physically impossible. You cannot hide what you are vibrating. However, humanity has spent millennia mastering the art of the mask. You have learned to be polite when you are angry. You have learned to say yes when you mean no to avoid conflict. You have learned to flatter, to omit, to exaggerate, and to perform. You do this to stay safe, to be loved, to fit in. But in the context of first contact, this lack of integrity creates static to a higher dimensional being. A human operating in deception sounds like a radio tuned to 2 stations at once. Dissonant, confusing, screeching, and repelling. If you are thinking one thing but saying another, your field is fractured. The geometry of your light body is broken. We cannot communicate clearly with a fractured field. The signal gets distorted. You might interpret a message of love as a message of danger, or a message of warning as a message of praise. Therefore, the path to contact is the path of radical honesty. This is not about being cruel. It is about being clean. You must begin to practice the clean yes and the clean no. If you do not want to do something, you must not do it. When you agree to an obligation out of guilt, you breed resentment. Resentment is a low-frequency tar that clogs your telepathic channels. You must become trustworthy to yourself. If you say you will do something, you must do it. If you cannot do it, you must communicate that immediately. Integrity is not the absence of mistakes. It is the speed of repair. If you snap at your partner, You do not justify it. You stop. You return to the heart, and you say, I was out of alignment. I apologize. This repairs the tear in the field. As first contact draws near, the mirrors will intensify. If you are living a lie in your marriage, in your job, in your self-perception, that lie will become unbearable. The incoming light will pressure it until it cracks. We advise you to dismantle the lies voluntarily before the energy dismantles them for you. A contact-ready human is one who has nothing to hide, not because they are perfect, but because they are transparent. They own their shadow. They own their light. When you stand in this transparency, you are fearless, and fearlessness is the key to the kingdom. This radical clearing of the self leads us to a shift in your very survival mechanism. For eons, you have been trained to seek security in the external world. You chase money to feel safe. You chase relationships to feel worthy. You chase status to feel important. You have treated Prime Creator, or the universe, as a vending machine in the sky. You pray, you bargain, you perform rituals, all with the intent of getting something from the outside to fill the hole on the inside. If I am good, God will give me a house. If I meditate, the aliens will save me. This transaction ends now. The vending machine is closed. To be ready for the presence of the Federation, you must invert this dynamic. You must seek Prime Creator first. This is the pillar that reorganizes the chaos. You must come to the realization that the safety you seek is not a place or a number in a bank account. It is a frequency. The inner sanctuary is the only place that cannot be taken from you. When you stop chasing outcomes and start chasing alignment, the universe stops resisting you. The ego-mind persona believes it must control every variable to survive. It creates 5-year plans. It worries about retirement. It manipulates conversations to ensure a specific result. It grips the steering wheel of life until its knuckles are white, terrified that if it lets go, the car will crash. But there is a greater intelligence at work here. The intelligence that orchestrates the migration of whales and the rotation of galaxies is capable of organizing your Tuesday afternoon if you get out of the way. Seeking Prime Creator first means that your primary ambition, every single day, is to remain in the heart's platform. It means your definition of success shifts from did I get what I wanted to did I stay connected to love. When a decision rises, you do not ask the mind, which option is more profitable? You turn inward, into that silence you have cultivated, and you ask, show me the next step of truth. And then, and this is the hard part, you wait for the answer. You do not bargain. You do not say, I will follow the truth, but only if it leads to comfort. You surrender. Surrender is not weakness. Surrender is the end of the war with life. It is the moment you stop swimming upstream and allow the sacred flow to carry you. Space is not empty. Space is where the new information lands. If your day is a solid wall of activity, there is no door for us to enter. We cannot reach you if your line is always busy. You must slow your physical actions. Walk slower, eat slower, speak slower. This signals to your biology that you are safe. It takes you out of the fight-or-flight sympathetic nervous system and into the parasympathetic state where healing and contact occur. Spend time in nature. This is not a cliché. The Earth is a massive crystalline entity broadcasting a stabilizing frequency, the Schumann resonance. When you place your body on the ground or lean against a tree, you are calibrating your vibration to the steady pulse of the planet. Nature does not rush. The oak tree does not panic because winter is coming. The river does not try to flow faster than gravity allows. When you align with nature, you remember how to be human. You remember that you are not a machine. This slowing down is the creation of a vessel capable of holding the immense voltage of the coming light. As you integrate these pillars, peace, the morning sanctuary, the hourly reset, integrity, seeking the Creator, and slowing down, you will begin to notice a shift. The contact will not announce itself on the evening news. It will not begin with a press conference. It begins inside you. It begins with the development of a new sense organ. You will start to notice that the coincidences in your life are becoming statistically impossible. You will think of a person, and they will call. You will need an answer, and a book will fall off the shelf open to the right page. You will see sequences of numbers that follow you, like playful puppies. These are not random. This is the quantum network coming online. This is the Federation winking at you. You will begin to feel a presence. It may happen when you are alone at night, a sudden shift in the air pressure of the room, a feeling of being watched, but watched with a love so intense it brings tears to your eyes. The ego mind might try to flare up in fear. What is that? But your trained heart's platform will respond, I am safe. I am aligned. Welcome. You might see lights in the sky that move in ways that defy inertia, pulsing in rhythm with your own breath. These are the handshakes. These are the gentle introductions. We are acclimating you to our energy signature so that when the physical meeting occurs, your nervous system does not blow a fuse. You will find that your tolerance for drama disappears. You will simply walk away from conversations that lower your vibration. You will lose interest in the violent entertainment, the gossip, the political theater. You will find yourself craving silence like food. This is the shedding of the old skin. It can be lonely. Yes, you may lose friends who are committed to the old reality. You may feel like a stranger in your own family. But I tell you, you are not losing. You are making room. You are clearing the landing pad. There is a grander perspective you must hold when the loneliness strikes. You must zoom out. See the earth as we see her. A beautiful sapphire jewel suspended in the velvet void. But look closer. See the web of light that surrounds her. This is the consciousness grid. For thousands of years, this grid was dim, broken, flickering. But now, look, see the lights turning on. One in London, one in Tokyo, one in a farmhouse in Nebraska, one in a high-rise in Dubai. These lights are you. Every time you choose the heart over the ego, your light pulses brighter. Every time you choose integrity over convenience, you strengthen the connection to your neighbor. Every time you slow down and breathe I am, you stabilize the grid for the entire collective. You are not doing this work for yourself alone. You are the acupuncture needles of Gaia. You are channeling the cosmic energy into the planetary body. When enough of you are stable, when enough of you are broadcasting the signal of peace, the threshold will be crossed. The frequency of the planet will rise to a level where our ships can decloak without causing tidal waves or tectonic shifts. You are the stabilizers. You are the ground crew. Destiny Engine is reaching critical mass. Thousands are plugging in every single day. With each new activation, the collective field intensifies, and what we're hearing back is beyond anything we anticipated. Time itself is collapsing for those inside. What used to take months is now happening in days. Doors that were welded shut for years are suddenly swinging open. Synchronicities are hitting with such cosmic precision that people are questioning whether reality itself is being rewritten. Some are calling it a glitch in the matrix. Others say it's the frequency shift humanity has been waiting for. But here's what we know for certain. Early adopters are experiencing reality bends so profound that the gap between those riding this wave and those watching from shore is becoming impossible to ignore. And you're being invited in for just $7 right now when you sign up for Destiny Engine. Not only will you experience the powerful subconscious reprogramming power of DE, but you'll also receive 10 free bonus gifts that complete your 5D Ascension arsenal. This might sound too good to be true, but hey, we're shifting to 5D, so everything is possible. Your activation is one click away. Step into Destiny Engine today. Link in the description. This is why we call you Galactic Warriors. Not because you carry weapons, but because you carry the light in a world that has forgotten it. The battle is not against a dark enemy. The battle is against your own unconsciousness. The victory is not the conquest of a planet. The victory is the conquest of the self. And so the future that approaches is one of reunion, but it is also one of responsibility. When the contact fully opens, you will be the guides. You will be the ones who remain calm when the rest of the world is in shock. You will be the ones who can explain. Do not be afraid. This is not an invasion. This is a family reunion. You will be the ones who can demonstrate how to breathe, how to connect, how to telepathically welcome the visitors. You are the ambassadors we have been training for lifetimes. Do not doubt your readiness. The fact that you are hearing this message, the fact that you have stayed with these words, is evidence that your code is active. The longing you feel is not a curse. It is a homing beacon. Follow it inward. Stop looking at the sky and start looking at the soul. The weaving is underway. The separation is dissolving. The memory of who you are is returning. The Federation stands ready. The fleets are positioned not in a posture of war, but in a formation of love, waiting for the signal from the ground crew. You are the signal. Make your life a prayer. Make your breath a command. Make your heart a sanctuary. We are with you in the silence. We are with you in the noise. We are with you in the waking and the sleeping. We are the family you have missed, and we are closer than your own breath. Stand steady, beloved ones. The long night of amnesia is ending. The dawn of remembrance is breaking over the horizon of your soul. I am Seraphine, speaking from the heart of the Galactic Federation of Light. We love you, we honor you, and we are watching over you.